Sorry, it's a little bit intimidating to meet new people sometimes. So I was appreciated a lot of your talk and stuff like that to do with the film stuff.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
so,
definitely new area for me.
um, and you've worked with government projects and stuff like that. So, uh, what would make the sleeping car porter more attractive to industry partners? I know you don't know anything about the black screen office or making film or anything like that, but I know that you know quite a bit of working with government specifically for those kinds of people and stuff like that. So it's just the question
Hmm.
again, what would make the sleeping car porter more attractive to industry partners?
Yeah, uh, that's a very good question. I'm glad you asked that. Any other questions? Sorry. Yeah, industry partners, so film industry or entertainment industry, I really have no clue. What I do know about working with government organizations um, is is grant writing. So basically, ensuring that that your project conforms to um, the rules or requirements of the grant that's being offered, right? That's about it. And I know they can be very detailed. I know mental health organizations, um, a lot of them across the country survive on government grants, so they have full-time people that write grant applications.
Um, so uh, we'll be a little bit later here. Can films, books, and podcasts help people heal? Do you think?
I think so. I think so. That's again, that's storytelling, right? Um, I think seeing someone else who has gone through the same or similar situations as me, um, from the perspective of someone who's struggling, um, has a lot of value because when I see someone um, uh, that is going through the same things that I've gone through, I'm going to watch and want to see where they are now and how they got there, right? So, what the solutions are, what the tools are that that person used to work through the thing. So, yeah, I think so.
Have you seen storytelling reduce stigma? Do you think?
Um, I think so. More on from my perspective, more on a one-to-one um, conversation. Um, so that that again, the value of telling your story, the value of sharing your own story is fairly powerful. Hearing someone else's story is can be as well, but sharing your own story is can be a very powerful thing. So there's having told it once, each subsequent time it's easier to tell. I mean, the first time that I told people that my oldest brother died by suicide was that was a tough conversation, but now it's part of who I am, part of who my family is, and it's a lot easier to talk about. So that's a stigma thing that's really reduced with the telling.
Um, so, um, so yeah, so we're gonna talk about Hell of a Ride now for a bit.
Okay.
Um, so an
Oh,
animated documentary. Uh,
sorry, you froze up there.
oh,
Sorry. You're back now.
I'm good. Okay. So Hell of a Ride is going to be an animated documentary. I'm looking to make it into an animated documentary. It's the adaptation of Martin Bowman's memoir. Um, So just would we be able to? You've worked with Martin before, right?
The Mood Disorder Society of Canada has, yeah. Yeah, not me directly.
Okay. Um, so he's a person like yourself who's well you're more into running and stuff, but he was into cross country cycling. He biked across Canada, and just like yourself, like he's like athletic like that, like yourself. Um, and um, his cousin committed suicide, and so there's similarities there within the storytelling and stuff like that. So I think that's very, very interesting. Um, so he's from he started out in British Columbia, and he he biked the journey right across, and all the stories and stuff that was kind of expect along the way, and the
Hmm.
not thinking that you can make it and stuff like that, and to be able to bike up the big mountain, um, like out of British Columbia and stuff like that. Could you imagine like the uh,
Yeah, I've seen
um,
the elevation maps because I had planned to run across the country this summer, so I was pretty conscious of some of the high passes that the highways go through. So
hmm.
yeah, there are some really big hills.
And then whenever he biked through the prairies, um, he whenever he biked through the prairies, he was I think there was a feeling of isolation whenever he left his community and he got into the prairies, um, and just whenever he was out there in the elements and stuff like that, like there was they have. I, I've been caught in a bad storm whenever I travel across Canada and Ontario. Like it was a
Hmm.
really bad thunderstorm, thunder and lightning and stuff. Just the way that he describes it out in the prairies, where he's um, uh, there's like a storm cloud and lightning bolts and stuff like that, and him out there and bicycling and stuff like that, feeling like a superconductor
Hmm.
on a wheel of a completely flat field and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Are there experiences and stuff like that that you've heard about or felt whenever you were involved in your journeys as well?
Um, yeah, yeah. There's one. I want to make one quick correction, if you'll take some direction. So
I
when
will
you
take direction. I'm looking for direction. I'm looking for mentorship. I'm looking for
all right.
direction.
So when you talk about Martin Bauman's cousin dying by suicide, you use the phrase committed suicide, and that's the word committed makes it sound like he's done a crime, right? So it's pretty common to say died by suicide or took his own
Side by
life.
side.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's got a little less negative connotation then.